Yo, leave a one down in the chat if you can hear and or see me. What time is it right now? It's 9:30. Getting started a little bit later than usual, but I figured why not? Why not just come on for a little while and just talk to y'all real quick? Have a conversation, okay? Share some updates, some news with you guys real quick. See who comes in here. Let's have a conversation about it. Let's talk about it. All right. Leave a one down in the chat. Actually, while that's going on, let me leave this on my Instagram because I always forget to do this. I always forget to update that I am going live. So let me do that right now. And boom. Let me update my IG right now just so people can see that I'm going live because YouTube and its notifications are fickle. Okay, that's the word we're gonna use here today. We're gonna use fickle. That's a good word to describe what YouTube does from time to time. You see what I'm saying? Shout out. Hold up. Where was my branding at? Hold up. We can't get started until we get the branding on the screen. There we go. Red Cup Talk. Salutations to everyone that's coming down into the chat. How are you? How are you? Listen, Dre, how are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Hopefully I'm sounding good. Let me get the mic right in front of my face. How are you, Dre? Amazing. How are you, D? We back in here, my G. Wash the Gamer. How are you? Welcome to the family, by the way, Wash. One of the newest Patreon supporters. Okay, rise above. What's good? How are you, my G? How are you? Malcolm, good to see you. Demetrius, coming through with the $10 super chat. I always appreciate the respect, my G. Okay, active down into the chat room. I appreciate you, my G. I appreciate you. Thank you, brother. You two be playing. Yeah, they do be playing. You know what I'm saying? They do be playing. I just put it up on my IG. At least I think that I did. So hopefully those folks over there that got post notifications can see that this is happening. Since YouTube is so fickle, wanted to have a quicker conversation today than I did yesterday. Okay, because I'm tired of you savages bringing me here 5 hours into a conversation. But honestly, the reason why I continue to do that instead is because I have a great time. All jokes aside, you see what I'm saying? Yeah. Go follow me on IG. You know what I'm saying? I don't really post much of anything. I might do a random story here and there, because spending too much time on IG takes me outside of the other things that I'm doing. But I mostly have the IG so that you can send me IG clips, and I really like IG clips a lot more, sometimes more than YouTube clips, because I can react to a minute clip as opposed to a 20-minute YouTube clip in a much faster time. And honestly, within that, I can push a lot more content to you guys within shorter snippets of time. So feel free to go follow me on IG. Link is down in the description box down below. You see what I'm saying? Uncle Chris, what's up? Welcome back. Son, it's Saturday. The sun was out. Today was great. And here you go with the smoke. Salute. Listen, we want to get back in there. As I was mentioning earlier, I don't want to talk too long tonight. It was a late night last night, and I got some things I'm going to do over here later. But I wanted to bring this conversation to you guys real quick, because I posted something on the community chat, and judging by how I usually judge by the amount of likes and the amount of replies in a certain amount of time, and I'm like, if the user base, right, if the sub base is particularly divisive or divided about a subject, I figured it'd be a good opportunity to just get on and just talk about it real quick, survey the people, and continue the conversation. Okay, see what I'm saying? Joe M, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Appreciate you, my G. JT Cabot, how are you? How are you? O'Shea, I see you. I see you, Pocket Prince. I see you, G. Welcome. Listen, this, as of all my Red Cup talks, gotta get the Red Cup ready. You see what I'm saying? Got to get the Red Cup going. Listen, I want to share something with you guys really quickly as well. You see what I'm saying? Salute, the blackest night. I see you, my G. Yeah. I heard about it. That's a component of the conversation we're going to be talking about today. Okay, because you guys see the title of the video or the live stream. I was going to name the title of this live stream, Men Are Not Eradication Plans for poverty eradication plans for women. At the last minute, I changed the title of the video to something like, you only want independence when it's beneficial to you, right? Or you only want equality when it's beneficial to you. And a component of that conversation is the Adele conversation. You see what I'm saying? So we're going to talk about that. Trust me. Okay. But salute, bro. Thank you for coming in. Okay. Ty says, the first video I seen from you was a 9 to 5 out of style. So pretty much I'm new to the channel, but I can pick up what you putting down. Love and respect, man. Hey, listen, my G, welcome to the family. We building families over here. Okay. I would suggest you get to know the people that's down in here. We all family in here. Okay. So meet them, say what's up. You know what I'm saying? And get to know everybody. Okay. We got returning people within the chat. You see what I'm saying? Real quick, last question, and then I'm going to get into the topic. Again, I want to be here. I don't want to be here forever tonight, guys. How much do I drink? I only drink on when I do Red Cup Talks. Yeah. I don't. And then honestly, sometimes I'm just drinking like wine, and then other times I'm drinking, something spicy. Like last night, I was drinking some Crown last night. You know what I'm saying? But it's all about moderation. I got members in my family that are alcoholics. So I have always been really keen on my consumption, because I'm like, if these family members if I have any of their genes, I have to be readily aware and concerned about that. It's never been a problem. You see what I'm saying? I think I'm really good at balance, not only just with like red pill type talks and ish like that. Right. But also kind of in everything. Now, I do have addictive personalities in some places. I do. I'm not even going to lie to you. OK, but I work on that balance. OK. Anyway, let's get into it. But before we get specifically into the topic of this conversation, I want to show something to you guys real quick. OK, I think you're going to like this. OK, last night we talked about the masculinity logo. Shout out to Timbot, the director. OK. For designing it. Okay. I went through, I was working hard today in order to try to get the merch set up. I want to show you guys just a real quick what I think it's going to look like. I want to show this to you. You guys ready? Yeah, we move quick over here. Kenneth, I see you. We move quick over here. Marcus, how are you? You see what I'm saying? We move quick over here. So I want to show this to you guys real quickly. Okay, let me see. Let me try to get it on the screen real quick. Yeah. Listen, I'm so excited. Okay, this is just one color. Okay, this is just one hoodie color, or should I say one fabric, one logo. That's what we're looking at right now. You see what I'm saying? Okay, and let me try to give you guys a little bit of perspective, because this. Shout out to Margaret, part of the viscosity. Margaret, I gotta hire you as my marketing agent. I'm about to write that shit down. Yo, what would be on the shirt outside of the arms flexing for parting the viscosity? You see what I'm saying? Just like a leaky faucet, like a gush filled tunnel. You see what I'm saying? I don't know. We're gonna have to think of what the image is going to look like. That's some funny shit. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Salute to Margaret. Cups up, lads. Salute. Yeah, it's Saturday. We made it. You see what I'm saying? Okay, so listen, I want to show this to you guys real quick, and I'm super excited about this. And the reason why I'm super excited about it is because when we talk about the word masculinity, at least in these days, it seems like it's it's a word that gets a lot of negativity placed around it, right, wrong, or indifferent. It does. Okay. And the thing is to a degree, I can understand it. Okay. I can understand it. And I understand it from the perspective of, I've mentioned this a couple of times before, which is I think why a lot of you guys understand and respect the type of content that we do over here. I don't think red pill should ever be negative. I don't think it should ever be toxic, as what they say, you know, in the media, toxic masculinity. I think that there's very healthy ways to deal with the understanding of what this shit that we all live in is. I mean, as men, I feel like there's very healthy ways. And not only is that, but we can be leaders in charge in understanding, you know, how can we fix some of these very dynamics that plague the community, you know? Within that being said, the part of the masculinity was a saying that was said randomly on a video one day that I was doing one of my co-hosts. And, you know, I said it just rolled off of the tongue, but it seems like it's something that you guys really gelled with. You see what I'm saying? So I thought of one of the first things, you know, let me put this on a shirt. And, you know, and I like it too, in the sense that it says, you know, if you break it down, it's pardon, right? So it's like, excuse me, right? But I'm coming through with that masculinity, and I'm not going to bend, fold, or stumble and what it in the ideas of who I am as a man. But excuse me, I'm coming through. You see what I'm saying? So understand that I am super excited. I am super excited about what this is. We're gonna have different shapes and flavors. Hold on, let me back this out for a quick second. Oh. Come on now. The red with the black lettering. Come on now. Listen, I'm gonna stop talking my shit right now. You see what I'm saying? I'm just super excited about it, as you guys can see. You know, and I understand, you know, it's still cold spring in the Midwest and on the East Coast, and those are hoodies, but do know, believe and understand that from the perspective of a t-shirt, I'm thinking about it as well. Okay. With the gold. Okay. I'm thinking about it as well. Thinking about different colors, the black, the red, the green. You see what I'm saying? Now, the thing is that I've already ordered it for myself. And the reason why I'm just doing it for myself first is because I want to ensure quality. I've not worked with Teespring before. Okay. I haven't worked with Teespring before. So let me get it first. Okay. Let me get it first in order to make. Oh, hold on. You can't see it right now, can you? Hold on. Let me get it. I'm gonna put it back on my favorite one. Here goes one with the with the white logo. Okay. And then you'll be able to put that one on different colors. The green with the white, you know, the gray. Talk to me. The New York fitted blue with the white logo. All right, but this one right here is the one that I ordered for myself. So let's talk about this one real quick. Okay. Now I know you guys are asking for ordering information, but the reason why I'm not going to give that out yet is because I want to ensure the quality. So I want to get it. I want to put it on me first. I want to feel the fabric. I want to make sure that it makes a lot of sense, because I don't want to set up something and then you guys get it and you're looking at it and you're like, yo, what the hell is this? I can't wear this. I can't wear this nowhere. I can't feel proud of this. So I'm gonna bring it in to myself first. After that, stage 2. Okay, you can see my business brain going. You see what I'm saying? Stage 2, I'm gonna offer it up to my Patreon supporters next. Okay, Patreon supporters next. The ones that want it, you let me know. We're gonna figure it out. I'll send you guys the link. And then my expectations for that is that you guys let me know from my Patreon supporters. You guys let me know. Do you bang with it? Do you bang with the fabric? How's the quality? You see what I'm saying? After we get an understanding, after I get an understanding from my Patreon supporters, then we're gonna roll it out to the next level, which is gonna be the rest. Okay. Hopefully, if everything goes well. Okay. So with that being said, we working over here. Okay. Salute to Gerard Pitcher. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Listen, Gerard, your content has saved my life. Damn, bro. Wish we linked up when you went to Germany. Damn, bro. Hey, man. I would like to know how it did, man. Feel free to send me an email after this cast or even during the cast, feel free to send me an email. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if I want to hear what in particular. Okay, maybe we could chop it up. But messages like this, always make my cup runneth completely over. I appreciate the donation, but I super appreciate the words. Salud, my G. I appreciate you. All right. Listen. I wanted to show this to you guys first before we get started, just to let you know that your boy is working over here. Let me get this off the screen. Okay. Let me get this off the screen. Okay. I wanted to open up the conversation today in a way that, y'all know best. Okay. I posted a community chat post earlier today. Let me bring it up now. All right. Let me get this one off the screen. Hold on. Give me a second, guys. Share screen, Chrome tab. I think this is it. Hold on. Okay. All right. I think you guys can see that. Oh, no, you can't. Hold on. Let me make it bigger. Hold on. Let me also try to increase the size over here. Okay. I think you can see that now. All right. So those that were not available for yesterday's live stream, we did another long one. we did a very long one yesterday, and about 75% into the live stream yesterday, I opened up the calls. There was a young woman, and when I say young woman, I'm saying that kind of as just a term, but like she was definitely at least in her 40s that came onto the stream, and here was my guess. My guess was that she's probably like a Shira 7 watcher. And it is what it is. I think everybody has content that they consume for different reasons, and they get attached to different content creators. That was my assumption. Was that she was, and she just came in because she just wanted to see kind of what was good. And I appreciate all forms of communication. I don't care how different it is. I'm always willing to have a conversation. That's the point of the channel. You see what I'm saying? Now, when she came in at the end of when she was talking, I want to say it was like 9/11 baby go. He says something to her. He says something in the effect of, she's a fan of gold digging, and I said it out loud, and she seemed to be a fan of it, right? So in the ways that she was communicating to herself, okay. So I woke up this morning, and I was actually thinking about that particular conversation. And what it made me think about was this particular meme right here. Hold on, let me make sure that you guys can see this. What it made me think about was this particular meme. And I wrote in this community chat post, I said, okay, we touched on gold diggers at the end of the live stream last night, and it made me think of these words. #reminder. The reason I wanted to bring this up, I touched on it before a lot of you guys came into the chat. Okay. When I get this type of traction, 474 likes in a very short amount of time, 181 comments in, just a few short hours, I think that, and especially the types of comments that I was getting, and my plan is to go over the comments as well. I sense a sort of divisiveness amongst those that are commenting. And again, I'm going to go into some of those specific comments. So I thought it'd be good to have a conversation about it. Now, let's get into what I posted, and understand when I post memes like this, better know, love, believe, and understand that I read these a couple of times through to make sure that I am in at least support of what I am posting, or it is a question that I pose up to encourage discussion. Okay. Now, mind you, in the context of gold diggers, here's what I posted. Okay. I find it very, and mind you, this comes from someone else. I don't have a Twitter account. I've never even looked up who this person was. Okay. This is a woman, I am assuming. I find it very abusive. Okay. I find it very abusive to put pressure on men to provide for us with a life we cannot afford to provide for ourselves as women. Okay. As much as women are not rehabilitation centers for badly raised men, men are not poverty eradication plans for lazy women. Okay. Now, when I originally read this statement, I did it in the sense of understanding that it's two very, Kevin, shut up. No, shut up. No, it won't be. Okay. Shout out to Kevin. No, it won't be, you liar. You're a liar. Okay. Anyway, yeah. I see Mr. Brown. Shout out to you, Mr. Brown. Yeah, MTR, we remember she had a lot of rebuttal energy underneath the surface. Listen, and I told her to send me an email. Okay. I told her to send me an email. Let's have a conversation about it. Let's do it on the stream. She has yet to send me an email. I want her to send me an email. I think the stream would be fantastic. It'll be like the two nations collide. Okay. It would be, but in a positive way. You see what I'm saying? Okay. Now, when I originally read this original post, I read it as, I know there's a comma right there in the middle. Okay. But it's two different statements that is being said. Okay. The first one, I find it very abusive to put men to put pressure on men to provide for us with a life we cannot afford to provide for ourselves as women. Okay. Now, there's a lot of potential people in a specific user base that would say this is a pick me. Okay. This is a pick me, or the minority or the melanated colloquial term, pick Misha, which I always found funny, by the way. Anyway. We'll call this person a pick me, okay? Because she is saying something that higher or increases her likelihood or chance to be selected, okay? Now, that is a separate sentence. I know there's a comma, but this feels like it should be a period here. As much as women are not a rehabilitation center for badly raised men, men are not poverty eradication plans for lazy women. I look at this post and I see equality. Okay. I look at this post and I see equality. Nothing more, nothing less. Other people look at this post and they see something incredibly different. Okay. They look at it and see something incredibly different. And I wanted to have a conversation about this today because I think that listen, stop setting stopwatches. We're not going 4 hours. We're not going 4 hours. Stop it. Okay. I want to be able to have a conversation about it because it bothers me. And I use bother very loosely. It makes me feel a certain type of way that we can all look at this very same thing and see very different things. I look at responses to this that don't understand that this is an evening through the less traditional ideologies that have been pushed onto our society as a culture today as where we are. Gone are the days of the traditionalist. If you can still find one today and you were a traditionalist man, have at it. Have at it. This is not typically what I see out of the majority that I see today. This traditionalist mindset. We are in far different times. Even the woman that came on last night, I think her name was Hera. Okay, which actually someone else pointed out to me. Hera, the spelling is a component of Shira. All right, boom, just blew your mind. Anyway. If you go back to the 80s where she grew up at, much more traditionalist mindset. She took it somewhere else though, because she was talking about gold diggers. Okay. Now, God damn it. I hate you guys. No, it's not. It's not ended at 3 a.m. Okay. Stop lying to me. Stop lying to me. Okay. Anyway, hold on. Let me take a pause. Now, again, the title of this live stream is you only want equality when it's beneficial to you. Now, what I also wanted to do is to go through some of these comments, and I also wanted to round it up with that Adele news that came out earlier this week. And then also I wanted to do a live reaction to an Abba and Preach video that they uploaded today on the Adele situation. Okay. So stay tuned for that. Okay. Now, at least that's what I think I'm going to go with the conversation. Maybe not. Maybe we'll do something completely different. I don't know. It's a live stream. We'll figure it out. Okay. No, I don't think it was her. I think that she was a subscriber of her. Okay. Anyway, and again, Grego, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. No, it's not ending at 3 a.m. I'm not going to be on here too much. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Anyway, I want to hold on. Let me click on some of these comments. Okay. Okay. R-Wash, that's one of the top comments right now. We must protect this woman for other black women that will call her a pick-me at all costs. Salute to R-Wash. And there's another thing too. You guys never know when I might do a live stream based off of comments. So keep on commenting down there and leaving your responses. Okay. For the record, I never asked a woman to be a rehabilitation center for me. Salute. You never should. Okay. You never should. And listen, and that's the way I like the way that the last half of the sentence is worded, because it shows that, number one, as a woman, you should not expect to rehabilitate a man ever. Okay. I know there's a lot of y'all that go on these long charity cases of building someone up. And it doesn't mean to say that you're not going to get into a relationship to pour into him to increase his value or his worth. But there's a difference between when I go into a hospital and, you know, I got a broken bone and the bone is hanging by a thread of skin, right? Or if I have a hairline fracture. Okay. Yeah, that's a big difference. Okay. When you go to that doctor and you say, fix me. Okay. That's a big difference. But then, you know what I'm saying? If you going in to the hospital and you got a sprain or what have you, right? Like that's the analogy, you know? But that analogy actually kind of doesn't fit because it assumes that there's something wrong with the dude. Okay. But anyway, I'll continue. You get what the point that I'm trying to say. Also, on the flip side, men are not poverty eradication plans for lazy women. That's what got people triggered in the comments. Okay. That's what got people triggered. And there was a lot of emotional reactions based off of this last half of the sentence. But I think that they get to this part of seeing 4 lazy women and they stop it, right? Like they stopped at men are not a poverty eradication plans. 4 lazy women is very important in that. Okay. This is not to say, because see, listen, right? A man who, you know, what we talked about yesterday, we went through dominance hierarchies. Okay. Men look to the left and down. Okay. Okay. Now, it doesn't mean that a man has to be a Captain Saver. You know the rest. Okay. But men are not looking towards your education, how much money that you make in their assessment of your value. Okay. There's different other things. Okay. We went over and I put Pip through an extensive chat about that yesterday. Shout out to the diagram that I drew on Microsoft Paint last night. If you were here yesterday, you know what I'm talking about. Okay. Now, it is a difference when you have a gold digger who's lazy in my eyes. Okay. When you have a gold digger, I think that you are lazy. Okay. Okay. You're lazy, but yet you're beautiful. Okay. Okay. And you want to exchange your beauty. Okay. For money. You want to be a trophy. You want that exchange to occur. And far too often I see men way more willing to lay down their entire bank accounts for a lazy baddie. Okay. And I think it should stop. I think it should stop. Okay. They're looking for the come up. I see the comments. They're looking for the come up. You see what I'm saying? But if you do it in the name of, if you look for, listen, there's nothing wrong with, you know, just like we talked about yesterday with the dominance hierarchies, women look what? Across and up. Why? Biology and evolution, evolutionary psychology, right? They're looking for a suitor to provide and protect. But what I see on a lot of these different gold digging channels that will teach you how to do that is uniquely different. Okay. They are judging your value solely on the amount of money, and they're putting all that other love stuff to side. They're putting all the other things to equate to your importance to a side, and they're setting up a lot of women for failure because of that exchange. Now, mind you, last week, what did we talk about, right? Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Okay. That's the most disgusting thing, beautiful and lazy. Listen, and it's even worse than, like, I see a lot of content that's coming out lately with this like OnlyFans stuff. This OnlyFans stuff, at least they're working for it. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing if you want to put your insides on the internet. That I would assume having an OnlyFans account is like having a YouTube account, but you're just showing your insides. You see what I'm saying? Having a YouTube account and making content for y'all is a lot of work. OnlyFans, I would assume, is a lot of work. Okay? Being a stripper, that's a lot of work. I would assume. You got me in fantastic shape to be a good one. You see what I'm saying? But that's different than these gold diggers who are not working for it. Okay? And they're leveraging beauty, and they're doing it in a nefarious way. Okay? I'm being very specific. Anyway, let me get back down into the comments. All right? We're not going to be here for another 4 hours. Stop it. Okay, look at Nelly. Salute to Nelly B. Okay, I put a heart here. I forgot what she said, but let me reread it. True. Okay, people need to be whole before pursuing relationships. I couldn't agree more. We talk about this on the channel all the time. You got to make yourself completely whole first, because you should not be expecting someone else to give you fulfillment, to give you happiness. Okay, you got to be whole within yourself. You got to be confident with being by yourself first. Financial independence and emotional mental stability should already be established by both parties. Hold on, let me just make sure you guys can see this. Okay. Oh, there we go. Strong people want a partner, not a crutch. Facts. Okay, let's see some of the responses to that. Y'all want the strong man and make him think y'all are equal or partners. Hold on, let me put this on a different screen so I can see the comments. Watch Gamer says OnlyFans only started as a modest website for people to make money. Then the house took over. I don't know, man. If you make a subscription service that allows porn, you know what you're doing. Patreon doesn't allow that. Okay. Patreon doesn't allow that. They will remove your channel easily. Brazil, what's up, my G? Good to see you. His avatar always gives me the heebie-jeebies. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Okay. Let's talk about it. It's a Squint World says, bro, when you were talking to older women about being a gold digger, she was trying to justify being a gold digger by using where she was from, Harlem. And the era from the 80s. That just goes to show you that hood, what the rest does that say? That the hood booger don't mature or evolve. Strong words. How are you in your 40s still trying to find a dude to leech on? You would think where's the rest of his comment? YouTube, stop playing with me. You would think with the experience, hold on, let me make this bigger for y'all. You would think with the experience she would have learned that being a gold digger is a young woman's game. No one is wasting money on mid-age women. The thing is like, I think a lot of those channels set people up for false expectations and false realities. They give them a false hope. And it's profitable, sadly. Doggy Dog, thank you so much for the $2 super chats. MTNR branded solo cups. Sheesh. That was a fantastic idea. I need to go back up on the Teespring account to see if they do cups. I know they do mugs. Okay. But a mug is not a cup. This is not red mug talk. You see what I'm saying? It's not red mug talk. Salute to Hold up. I see Uncle Phineas down there. Let's see what Uncle Phineas was saying last night. Let us define what a gold digger is. A woman who is a gold digger brings something to the table that certain types of women want, certain type of men want. Then the woman puts a price tag on it. As long as the man is willing to pay, then the transaction is on. Gold diggers or even sugar babies do not get a free ride. Okay, so he's saying it's not a free ride because it's an exchange. It's different from the average woman that has nothing to offer. Oh, he's got a super long comment. At all, looking for some sucker man to take care of her. Okay. Shout out to Obi. Let's say it together at the count of three. 1, 2, 3, go. Gender equality. Okay. And this is what it is. You know, how can you ask for quality on Lord, I see you. I see you. What's good? What's good? How are you? Welcome. How can you ask for equality on one side of the coin, but then we give you a very equal, or she says a very equal statement, okay? And then you have a problem with it. How does that happen? What? How? Okay. Let's put it down below. Yeah, the thing is like, you know, what I'm hearing is like the subscription rate of like OnlyFans over the last couple of weeks since this COVID thing, since people are at home a lot more. Listen, people are making a lot more self-love to each other on those websites because the subscription rates for that, as well as account activation rates for like these Pornhub type accounts, is up substantially and significantly. You see what I'm saying? Okay. Jay Taylor says, wow, picture proof that unicorns exist. I don't know about all that. But it is what it is. Okay. Let me see if any more comments in here I wanted to call out before I wanted to get into the very next topic, which is very much related. Okay. Very much related. Shout out to Florine. Okay. I haven't seen her post here before. Men are not part of poverty eradication plans for lazy women. However, if a woman gives birth, take proper care of the babies, keep an impeccable home finances, she is not and will never be lazy. Okay. Even if she doesn't bring in a dime. Okay. She is right to expect someone who can afford to provide for her and her kids. I understand her point. I love this comment because I thought it was a very thoughtful comment. Okay. It's one that didn't come across with emotions. It appeared rational. Even if I didn't 100% agree with it, I appreciate comments that come across logically and rationally. Okay. Even if their logic doesn't equate to mine. Okay. Salute to you, Florine. Now, here was the first comment that I got on the video. And I got this original comment. And I said to myself, I got time today. So I replied to this one. Okay. Love 23 Amaze said, women will always look for the best provider. It doesn't mean that she is lazy. Women are more hardworking now than ever. It's men who are becoming more lazy. What? Okay. Okay. You need to build your communities and stop complaining. This will never change. Okay. If a woman can provide herself, then why would she get married? This is the one. I see what you say, Nigel. Yeah, this is the one. If a woman could provide for herself, then why would she get married? Why would a man get married if he can provide for himself, which he should be able to? Okay. Okay. It amazes me the degree of bias that goes into a lot of these different conversations. It amazes me, but I guess I get it. I guess I get it because you bring your whole unique perspective. And if you do not have the empathy to consider another person's situation, then then these are how your comments come across. Now, mind you, I'm referencing lazy women in the comments, not what she's talking about. Okay. Yeah. Well, women will always look for the best provider. Yeah, sure. Maybe. The ones that are looking to settle down. Yeah. Hopefully. You see what I'm saying? But if a woman could provide for herself, then why would she get married? Men provide them for themselves. Why are they getting married? Now, listen, here's the first thing that I responded with. Gold diggers. Did you see me not mention gold diggers, or did you choose to ignore it? Better to fit your reply. Gold diggers are the ones that equal the lazy. Okay. Shout out to Zero. He says she's guilty. That's all that it is. Okay. Shout out to Hex. He says, it's feminine energy that's speaking, my G. No logic we made sense of the women when they speak from emotion. Okay. She never take responsibility for herself and always deflect blame to the men. It's just expected from them these days. Okay. I get it, my G. It just saddens me that it runs rampant as it does online. She set up the illest straw man argument that didn't address any of my points. She set up her own argument to argue against. Okay. That's what happened. Okay. She totally ignored my initial statement about gold diggers, that I'm referencing gold diggers. That's why I posted this here. It's a reference to gold diggers. Okay. Unless she's in support of gold diggers, then I can understand her comment, because she comes in with that lens to begin with, which is a ridiculous lens to me. Okay. Now, and there was a bunch of other comments after that. I think that this comment was the most commented on. There's a lot. It's a lot going down in these comments. I'm not going to get into all of them. Anyway, now the title of this video is. Oh, hold on. Let me acknowledge some of these comments that are coming through. It looks like you guys are build up your communities. Men built the very foundation that you live on. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, and she's saying that men are becoming lazy. Okay. Yeah, sure. Whatever you say. You see what I'm saying? How do you give birth to an issue and perpetuate it, but want who to build what to solve what was inadvertently created on purpose? Salud, bro. Salud. Salud to Tangeray 10, Gin and Tonic. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. MTR, the setup is dope. Thank you, brother. Put a lot of time, energy, and effort into the setup. I appreciate that. What software are you using? I think you're talking about for live streaming. For live streaming, I'm using StreamYard. StreamYard.com. Go up there. I have a subscription to StreamYard, and that's how I live broadcast. Now, if you're asking about the setup specifically, the camera is a DSLR camera. It's actually, I do photography as well. I don't know if a lot of you guys know that. The same camera that I use for photography to get the images that you guys see, like you see like in the photos and shit, I'm like myself and shit. That's from this camera. So I use that same camera and lens to do this video, to do these live streams. It's a unique setup to get it to live stream. But if you look down into my about section in my channel, you'll see all of the components, all the technology that I use. Salute to you, bro. Thank you again. Forgot where I was. Oh yeah. So the name of the title of this video is equality is only wanted when it's beneficial, because when you push these to the party that's asking for it, or they're picking out pieces of equality that they want, except for the pieces that hold them accountable. Okay. Because on one side of the coin, we're telling you that you should not have to mend a broken man back to health in a dating relationship that came to you broken, that came to you asking money from you, that came to you with emotion in his heart. Okay. We're not asking you to do that. Just the same way that you shouldn't ask for us to be poverty eradication plans for you. If you're lazy, it makes complete and utter sense to me. Makes complete and utter sense to me. But I think just as much as you're willing to call a woman that posts something like this a pick me or a pick Misha, I am just as inclined to say that you're a cherry picker on what you want. And you're a cherry picker if it benefits you. Okay. Let's get into another post that I touched on earlier this week. Whoa. What's happening? Hold on. My email was about to come up. I want to dox myself. Hold on. Let me get up the screens that matter. Hold on. Let me get up my community chat post again. Give me a second. Sheesh. It almost got crazy in here. Almost had to take this whole shit down. You see what I'm saying? Woo, that was quick. That was scary. Give me a second. Bring this over here. All right, let me share this. All right, I think you guys can see that. Hold on, let me make it bigger. Oh, and shout out to the Patreon gang real quick. I woke up this morning to a whole bunch of extra Patreon subscribers. Salute to all y'all that go up there and show me love, support, and respect. I'm also going to create a new tier. One of the things in the new tier that I wanted to create is specific to this new merchandise thing. I wanted to create special edition merch specific to the highest tier on my Patreon. Feel free to go up to my Patreon, links down in the description box below if you want to see all the benefits. Anyway, did y'all see this earlier this week? Okay. We want to talk about equality. Let's talk about this. Okay. Adele has to give her ex-husband 140 million pounds. I think that's pounds. It's either pounds or euros. I think that's pounds. Okay. And pounds, what's the exchange rate on pounds to euros? Let's see. Pounds to euros. Pounds to dollars. Exchange rate. Okay. Let's see. Let me bring this up so you guys can see this. Yeah, it's a lot. Yo, I can still do the Robinhood talk. Listen, after we talk about this, maybe I'll hook up my Robinhood account and then we can go in. Salute to John. Let me bring this up real quick. Stop screen, share screen, Chrome tab. When you guys are grabbing your data, okay, we talk about data at a time over here. When you guys are grabbing your data and you're trying to get exchange rates, okay, you put it into Google. You got an exchange rate calculator right here. Pound sterling. What was that again? 140 million. So it's going to be, I've stopped counting my zeros, but it's going to be about $175 million if that's pounds. Okay. So it's a lot of money. Yeah, it's a lot of money. But equality. Let's talk about it. Another one was Mary J. Blige's ex-husband. He came out, but he didn't come out 175 milli out. Okay. Adele, give him half. Okay. He probably can't sing at all. He wasn't with you shooting in the gym. You know, he was at home taking care of you of everything else. Okay. Another one that this is compared to is Bezos. One of the largest difference with Bezos is that with the Bezos situation, she helped him start the company. Okay. So there could be an argument said that, you know, she helped him start the company, so she deserves a founder's fee. Okay. And then she got a couple of $1 billion because of that. Instantly catapulted her to the highest the wealthiest woman on the planet instantly, overnight, through a divorce. Facts. Now let me go back in here and make sure that I'm sharing my email, which is gonna dox me. Let me go back in there. Let me go back in there. Let me put this over here so I can see y'all. Let me get another sip. Shout out to the Red Cup Talk. Hopefully you guys are enjoying yourselves tonight. Hopefully you guys got your red cups out and ready to go. Let's talk about it, okay? This is Red Cup time with MTR. Salute to the game. Bow! Salute to the game. We in a much more low-key fashion tonight, by the way. I like this vibe as well. You know what I'm saying? Just coming off the top. You guys are entering in my mind right now, and I'm entering yours. I'm going to get some of these comments on the screen here in a second. But let's talk about it. This is family time. This is family time. Okay. Shout out to Raza Buff. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. The femosphere. Is that a word? Did you just make that up or is that a thing? The femosphere says ex-hus don't deserve the cash. How dare they? Okay. Now listen, in this post that I put up earlier, Mr. Brown, get that blue cup out of here. Okay. That blue cup and that blue shirt, we don't approve. Shout out to Mr. Brown. We still got to have a debate regarding Louis Farrakhan and his salacious comments that continue to hold black people down in the dirt. We got to talk about that at some point, bro. Anyway, but I digress. Okay. Here's what we got to talk about. Okay. Let's talk about equality. That's what you wanted. That's what you got. Okay. Adele has to give her ex-husband $175 million to settle the divorce. Okay. All of a sudden, these pictures make so much sense. Now, mind you, I didn't take this to the extent of looking up when these pictures were taken versus when this divorce was announced. Maybe it was pictures that were accumulated in a way to make this article a bit more salacious. This is also one that got a large amount of likes, a large amount of comments. Okay. Shout out to the 10K gang, by the way. Let me just show you guys respect by showing you guys a thank you again. I had to like that, you know. My mom always told me you gotta like your own shit. Okay. Shout out to the 10K gang. We're on the move. We're on the move. Anyway. Now notice in this post, and you know, I could have put up a bunch of different Adele posts about this one today, but I thought that this one was interesting. Salute to Kyle. What up, brother? How are you? Blood gang, 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 gang. Listen, man, it's the Red Cup Talk. Let's get the red in there. Okay, let's get the blue outside of it. Anyway, thank you much. Thank you much, brother. I appreciate you. Okay. Whole lot of gang-ish. Whole lot of gang-ish. Wrong one. Wrong one. Whole lot of gang-ish. OJ, I see you down in there. Okay. Anyway. Nelly asked, hey Nelly, how are you? Are men rejoicing about the Adele situation? Because hold on, before I even read the rest of it, it's because it shows equality. It shows that, oh, okay, this can happen to the degree of what it did. Okay. It shows an inequality. Okay. And you know what helps that out? Feminism. Feminism helps that out. Okay. Feminism helps that out. Anyway, let me read the rest of it. Because they truly believe her husband deserves this amount based on their individual. It doesn't matter. That next half, it doesn't matter because what you wasn't with me shooting in the gym, right? Like to equate the talent that it requires. You see what I'm saying? Like if let's say a basketball player, I don't want to call anyone out specific, but let's say we know him by himself can accumulate millions of dollars, but him with you married can accumulate millions of dollars. What is the financial benefit of him getting that contract versus you staying home and raising the children? Okay. Right? Because you don't have the basketball contract. You don't have it. Okay. And it's not to downgrade or devalue being a mother. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is without you there, that's all his money. With you there and married, it's half his money. Okay. And that is a large risk that he's putting up, which is why a lot of people are just saying, okay. Here's what I think is going to happen. Okay. Salute to Kyle, who has his son in the building. Oh, I see you right there, my G. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Salute, Kyle, with some father time. With some father time. Much appreciated. Okay. Salute, Kyle. Anyway, here's what I think is going to happen. We talk about, evolutionary psychology. I think the more evenness that this shows, you're going to start to see eventually in the future, not now, long into the future, much more men that see situations like this. And they're like, yo, and be serious about it. Like, yo, I'm going to get me an Oprah. I'm going to get me an Oprah. Make her marry me. Okay. And then use this as an income building tool, just as what we see it on the other side of the coin. Okay. Anyway, let me get back down. Let me get back down into the post. So listen, here's what I was going to do. Okay. I was going to make a entire video talking about this Adele situation. I saw today that one of my favorite YouTubers, Abba and Preach, I don't know how many folks are down in here familiar with them, did a video on them today. And I wanted to go through their video and just do a live reaction, similar to the pre-recorded videos. And we're just going to talk about it real quick. Shout out to Kyle again for the $2 super chat. Beach, you were shooting in the gym. Salute Kyle for the $2 super chat. You see what I'm saying? Margaret asked, do men consider the physical and financial risk a woman takes when she agrees to have a man's child? I see what this, I see where you're going. I see where you're going. Yes, it is a major financial risk. It can be. It can be, and it is. But what I have a problem with, okay, I understand what you're saying, Margaret. I understand what you're saying. What I have a problem with is those that do it for this. That's what I have a problem with, okay? As a liquidation extraction tool, that's when I have a problem with it. I understand that. It's a business. Shout out to Reggie, okay? Okay? Resources plus partnership equals business minus marriage. Marriage to me is a goddamn business, one that doesn't make sense unless the business makes sense, okay? Shout out to Lawrence. I see you down in here, okay? But yes, as Mr. Brown says, yes, it's something that I completely understand. And that's a large component why it's a business decision. There's so many people that do it because it's they're in love. They're in love or in lust. They're in love. Okay. That's the reason why they do it. Man, if you're doing it, you're the breadwinner. Okay. Shout out to Young Jeezy, by the way. I was going to do a whole video on Young Jeezy as well. Okay. I was actually listening to Thug Motivation this morning. Okay. Damn, Jeezy. I hope you got a prenup, my G, because that's a large income gap. It's a large income gap, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I bang with old school Jeezy heavy, by the way. Okay. Throw on the kitchen lights. Cockroaches everywhere. Now I throw on the kitchen lights. Marble floors everywhere. Shout out to Jeezy. Shout out to Jeezy. Okay. Shout out to Jeezy. I was in college when Jeezy was popping. Okay. I didn't even know what an ad lib was until Jeezy came on the scene. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, I didn't know what an ad lib was. I'm like, this is so fire. This is so fire. Okay. Shout out Maddie Ghost. Thank you so much for the 10 dollar super chat. We all have preferences. It seems most BAWs, not all, overwhelmingly prefer Pookie dum-dums, okay? That out of wedlock birth rate is the evidence. The homeless population is their landing place. Well, here's the thing. I don't feel sorry for them if they want to choose them, because my radar of identifying the hood booger mentalities is awesome, okay? It's very high, okay? I get them from around me immediately. I avoid them immediately, okay? Real quick story. This is not even a story. This is just a thing that I noticed. This was, I don't know why this just popped into my head, okay? But I want to say this was like, let's say like a year ago, okay? I was in a club, okay? This young woman was looking at me from the other side of the club. She was giving me clear choosing signals, okay? She was bad. She was bad too, from the way that, like, I was looking at her, I'm like, okay, I'm about to go over there, okay? Every time that I looked at her, though, I was seeing her profile from the left side of her face, okay? From the left side, okay? She turned around to the right side, okay? She had a face tattoo that was from here down to here, okay? Okay? I have nothing against face tattoos. I have nothing against tattoos. A lot of y'all don't notice. I have a lot of tattoos. I have a lot of tattoos. I'm pretty much covered from here. I got a lot. Okay? I have nothing against face tattoos, but in my mind, I have to put in the consideration. Okay, let me think about this real quick. The more, right? The more face tattoo, right? I will correlate that in my mind to a chick that will pop tires. Facts. I will. Okay. Right, wrong, or indifferent. Right, wrong, or indifferent. Did I go over there to go say what up? No. Actually, she walked by me on the way. She was going to the bathroom, and I turned and I looked the other way purposely. Right. I don't want that an energy that I perceive as too much to be in and around me. Salute to Maddie. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Okay. Yeah, it was large. It was from the top down to the bottom. I was like, whoa. Okay. I got nothing against them. I got a lot of them. Okay. It's just a risk. Okay. Shout out to Space 99 Yak. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. If women want equality, make kid custody a coin flip. Ooh. Shit. I don't know about that, because I still want those to fight for them that want them. Okay. There's nothing worse than putting child into a household where they don't want to be, right? Or it's not the best for them. Okay. I see what you're saying though, bro, because that's true equality, because that's 50-50. That's the definition of equality, is equal. It's 50-50. Salute to you, Space. Thank you. Shout out to Kyle. So I pray for you and the kid, then you leave me and I pay for you and pay for half of the kid. So you get prego and I pay for life. Seems unbalanced, you know. And often men are disadvantaged in the system, especially when it comes to kids. Especially when it comes to kids. Shout out to Kyle, because I know he's fighting for his. Okay. Kyle and I speak. Okay. Kyle and I speak. Shout out to the Patreon gang. Okay. We speak. Okay. Shout out to you, Kyle. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. You see what I'm saying? And that's why I look at this and I'm just like, I don't know. But when it comes to equality, give both a fair shot. Okay. Let me tell you guys something. I had a choice. Okay. I had a choice. When it came down to it and my parents split, they came to me and they asked me. Okay. They came to me and they asked me, Pops, hands down, let's go. Enough of this. Facts. Okay. Anyway, You guys are finding out all kind of shit about me today. Salute to everybody that's coming in the chat, by the way. Shout out to Dark Man Jeff. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Called the Carpenter. The roof off the coop is gone. Yeah. Risky. Salute, Dark Man Jeff. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Shout out to Dark Man Jeff. I think he ran into me at on O'Shea's channel. And now he has come over. So I appreciate you coming over. You see what I'm saying? Bro, please tell me. I don't know. Every time I open up the goddamn lines, you motherfuckers take me until goddamn 5 hours later. Let me get through the rest of the reaction. I still want to go through this Abba and Preach reaction. Let me go through it first. And then we'll I don't know. I got shit I'm gonna do later. You see what I'm saying? I had plans yesterday, you savages. You see what I'm saying? I had plans yesterday. Okay. Quarantine Bay couldn't come over. All right. I was tired. I got needs too. Okay. You savages. Salute to Uncle Chris. Kyle, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. If she a hood booger, then she answer me. Salute, Kyle. Kyle, that's your problem. We talked about this. Say no to the hood boogers. Say no. Okay, I know it's tough. Because honestly, there's a large component of them that are going to do the utmost to prove that they're worthy of your time from a viscosity perspective. Trust me, I know. Anyway, salute, Kyle. Then, Oh, if she a hood booger, then she into me. Oh, okay. Yeah. No. Say no to them, Kyle. Say no to them. You got to get better at saying no to them. We've talked about this. Salute to Kyle. Salute to Kyle. Kevin watching the clock. Y'all better not be watching no clock. We're not going no 4 hours. Okay? I got shit to do. Salute to Gay A down in the building. Thank you so much, bro, for the $10 super chat. Oh, shit. Wrong button. Hold on. Salute, Gay. Appreciate you, my G. Avoiding hood chicks. I call them hood boogers. Okay. Has been one of the best investments in my future. Facts. Talk to him, Gabe. Talk to him. Facts. They are energy drains. They are energy suckers. They are. Okay. They are. Okay. I did a video a couple of weeks ago about if they don't want to save themselves, don't waste your time. There's too much time in a day. Participate in community service activities, right? Go out and feed the homeless. Go out but do things according to your time. Do things according to your time, not something that comes into a situation and through the sheer misunderstandings and the sheer negativity and the sheer emotion and the wanting to bring you down in order to shit test you and see kind of, but the shit test is usually goes outside of the hood booger, but specific to hood booger. Okay. And when I say hood booger, I want to say this too. I'm going to be very clear because I defined this on my channel before. I am not just talking about black women. I want to keep that abundantly clear. It could be any race, creed, color, religion, gender. It could be any. It's a mindset. Okay. What I might do on a channel is write like an official operational definition so we can all be clear. Maybe I'll work on that tomorrow. Okay. Salute to Gabe A. Gabe is the spearhead of the Hall of Game cast that happened on O'Shea's channel. Guys, if you haven't gone over there and checked out that content, go over there, subscribe, click that alert button, check out that content. But all of you guys probably already know O'Shea Duke Jackson. He's been in the game for a minute down there. He's been a vet in the game. Salute, Gabe. I appreciate you, brother. Let him know. Okay. Yeah, Darth. I was like, okay. Get me out of there. Shout out to Sean Shepard. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Men, women should be financially responsible. If their ex make, hold on, let me get this shit off the screen. Why I still got this on the screen? If if their ex make good enough to provide their own, don't worry what I'm making. Stay out of my pockets. And that's the thing, guys. I'm gonna keep it funky. And maybe I'll do like a bit of a bag talk video. I am a very minimalist spender. Okay. I'm a very minimalist spender. I don't have all of the, all the stuff that they told you on the news and the media that you need in order to feel good about yourself. Right. I don't feed into that. I don't. I got a very modest car. I own when I say own that, I have a mortgage on my crib right now, but like, I am putting as much money as I can humanly possible for me to get rid of my mortgage so I can own it. Imagine your life when a crisis or a pandemic happens and you don't have to worry about rent, when you don't have to worry about how much that you're putting, right? But they'll convince you, oh no, 30-year mortgage, extend it 30 years, just pay it off in 30 years. A home is a lifetime buy. Or they'll say something like, but what about the interest that you lose out on your taxes if you pay it off? Do the math. I should have an entire video about me doing the math on that very component, that very argument right there. It's bogus. It's BS. Yes, you lose out on the interest, but the amount of money that you're spending to keep with that mortgage far is offset by the interest that you save on your taxes. Okay. I hate hearing that argument. Okay. It's people that don't understand money. It's people that don't understand numbers. Okay. I try to give you good advice over here. At least some of the stuff that I know. Okay. Salud to Sean. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Salud to Kyle. Face tats here and employed and hustling. The thing is I and right, wrong, or indifferent, women with face tats is a different thing to me than men with face tats. It's different to me. Okay. Right, wrong, or indifferent. Salud, Kyle. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Okay. That's an opinion. That has nothing to do with equality or however it is that you want to call it. Shout out to Tango Ray again. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. MTR. I'm going to one up Gabe. Salud. Tango Ray is looking spiffy down there in that avatar. Salud, my G. Salud, my G. Hell yeah. I appreciate the headshot vibes. You see what I'm saying? I appreciate that. You see what I'm saying? I posted a headshot on my community chat post. I want to say it's like a month ago or something like that. And it was super upvoted because the caption that I put in there was like, leader of the Dusty community. You see what I'm saying? I get a lot of comments on my channels from like those that may watch like a Shira 7 type video, and they call me Dusty all up and down and around because their idea of their perception of, again, when we look at that dominance hierarchy that we talked about yesterday, what is in a dominance hierarchy? They look at me and they say, Dusty, right? Oh, he's in the minimalism. He's a Dusty, okay? Because he won't fund me. Okay, he won't fund my hood booger activities. Okay, she's got to think knowledgeable about her expenses. Okay, she's got to think knowledgeable about it. Okay, that's not to say that I will not provide, but if I see that you come in here and you walk into my crib and you like this, oh, key indicator. You guys got to get exceptionally well at identifying the key indicators. Okay, and then removing what you found from energy from around you. Okay. Keep them out of your force field. Okay. Keep them out. Salud, Tangeray. I appreciate you, my G. Tangeray gin and tonic. You better have a red cup right now with Tangeray in it. Okay. With a little bit of ice. Okay. Salud, my G. Shout out to Azera. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Super dope show. I appreciate that, Azera. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Maddie Ghost, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Maddie says, productive men are in style now. Amazing how the pandemic changes a woman's preferences. Okay. Even the succubi want to grow the hair out and get a man. Salute to Maddie Ghost. I call it the rebalancing. Okay. There's a lot of rebalancing that has been going on. You know what I'm saying? Look out on Instagram. What this pandemic has exposed is those that are faking. Okay, pay attention. What the pandemic has exposed is those that are faking. Okay, now that you can no longer show how dope or awesome that your weekend was by going out and doing this and doing doing this, that, and the third. Okay, you're not posting no more. What you doing? Because I'm over here building. Okay, I'm over here building. I got something to show. Okay, it's exposing a lot of people. Hopefully, those that are negatively impacted by what's going on, okay, can rise above. Okay, I hope. Okay, I hope, right? But in times like this, when there's a reshift, right, what it does is it separates the strong from the weak, because the strong will adapt. The strong will adapt. Okay. There's a lot of things that are missing from the social media scene right now as ish has gotten real. Let me talk about that recalibration. Okay. Because they lied to y'all. They lied to y'all. Okay. They lied to y'all. Okay. Santa's not real. Okay. Santa's not real. Jesus was always black. Okay. And you were always faking the funk. Okay. Get on your purpose. Get on your purpose. Shout out to Maddie. Let me go back down to the bottom of the chat real quick. The Beat Star, I see you. Oh, wrong one. The Beat Star. Jesus, Menzie, I see you though, my G. God, react with Flash. I see you. The Beat Star. The Beat Star, how are you? How are you? Salud. Margaret said, that's a good one. Roll the tape. Maybe. I don't know. I'm just over here just talking my shit. You talking about email me, Uncle Chris? I don't know. Oh, shit. I'm missing a lot of super chats. My bad. Let me hurry up in my conversation because I still want to get into the Aber and Preach video because I know a couple of you in here are still waiting for that. Okay. Whoa. No, Greg. Maybe I'll do it for the Patreon. Ben Quarantine Bay on the show. Don't tell her about. Oh. Listen, here's. I'm gonna give Kelly. I'm gonna give her about 5 months. You know, a solid 5 months. I'm gonna hit her back up. I'm gonna be like, hey. Mind you, when I talk about hit about back up, I mean specific to coming back on the channel. Kelly and I have been in conversations. You guys are just missing out on her. Okay. We still talk. When I say talk, I just mean talk. I don't mean like I'm talking to Kelly. Let me keep that clear before y'all get ideas. No, I'm not gonna bring on Quarantine Bay. Let me not even lie. Maybe I'll do it for the Patreon. I don't know. We'll see. Shout out to Buggy Fitness. In Africa, there's no child support. Be smart, have kids in Africa, and come back. That's advice from me, an African. Word. Wrap it up, Jets. I know it doesn't feel as good. Okay. Especially now during the quarantine times. There's going to be a lot of quarantine children that are concocted. Okay. It's going to be a lot. Wrap it up. Wrap it up. Yeah, Malcolm. No, maybe on a Patreon. I don't know. We'll talk about it on Patreon. Okay. Hold on. Damn, you guys are going the hell in. Sheesh. How will the game change after the pandemic? The game of what? When you say game, what do you mean, bro? I think it's a rebalancing. I think a lot of shit will change. You know, a lot of places have seen a flattening of the curve, right? A lot of states, New York, you've seen a degree of flattening. Okay, that's because what they're saying: stay home, you bitches, stay home, you savages. You see what I'm saying? Not you specifically, or my followers. I would never say that. I'm talking to the people that don't believe that there's a pandemic, that don't believe that there's a COVID. Okay, they anger me because you're continuing to keep us sick. Did you guys see the video with the chick that found out that she tested positive for COVID and then went into a Walmart and like was TikToking the whole shit or Snapchatting the whole shit? You disgust me. You disgust me. Okay? You disgust me. Let me keep that a buck. Okay? Let me keep that a buck. A lot of shit is going to change though. From the understanding of rebalancing. Here's another thing too, and I was going to do a whole cast on this shit as well. Like from a financials perspective, a lot of businesses will change. Okay, a lot of businesses will have to be forced to change their business models. If you're a personal trainer and you only train in physical, right, in person, you have to think about online business. You have to think about how else you can reach the masses through digital means. Okay, one of my closest boys just got laid off. One of my closest just got laid off. Okay. Just got laid off. Right. He's in an industry that deals with non-essential public activities. So a lot of businesses are going to change. Now, if you're talking about it from the game, from like a man versus women perspective, it's a rebalancing. Okay. Here's the thing. Men, I'm talking to you guys specifically. Understand in your 24 hours in a day, I have the same 24 hours as you do. I have the same exact. Okay. How much time within your day are you focusing on your why? How much time in your day are you focusing on your purpose? How much? Because me, it's a lot. Okay. I know you guys come in here, you soak up knowledge in the game, and by all means, keep on sending me questions. Let's do this. Let's have a conversation. Let's continue to do this. Okay. Okay. Let's continue to do this. But have a real conversation with yourself, right? Right? From both a male and a female perspective. When you come out from this quarantine, are you going to blow up? Right? Are you going to be 10, 15, 20 pounds heavier than what you came in because you're sitting at home eating with no limitations, not working out? Okay? Think about that. That means you had an unsuccessful quarantine. Make it a successful quarantine. And I know a lot of you guys are suffering, okay? Because you're not sure what's going to happen. You're not sure if your job's going to be here tomorrow. You're not sure. Well, now, okay, what I say before, you separate the strong from the weak right now, okay? Adapt. Figure out something else. You should be updating your resumes, okay? You should be thinking about how else that I can reach down into my bag to flex my why, to expand my revenue generating opportunities. Okay, now is the time. That business plan you've been kicking around for the last 5 to 10 years, now's the time. You know why? Because you have extra time. Potentially. There's some of us that don't have extra time. Like if you work in an HR department for an organization, or you running around screaming bloody murder, because there's a lot of ish that you're dealing with right now. Okay, a lot will change space. Maybe I'll do an entire video on it. Shout out to Kyle, #blood savages. Shout out, Kyle. I appreciate you, my G. Shout out to Raw H. Right now, if you prepared and got money saved, food in the fridge and a fire and roof over your head, you set. Facts. This is just what I was just talking about, okay? All the dusty dudes America Bros was talking about the last year is looking like a safe bet in 2020. Facts. This is it right here. Shout out to Ra. You highlighted it right now. Okay. The ones that set them up, themselves up, okay, where they have a high debt to income ratio, meaning I don't care if you make $100,000 a year. If your expenses are $90,000 a year, I don't like what? You're not doing life correctly. There's something in unless you live in a Cali and right, like and just in order to survive, living expenses out there is that's a great, right? But that's an outlier, right? That's an outlier. But if you live in a medium to low end cost of living city, and you make $100,000 a year, and you're spending 90, oh, okay. You are not labeled a dust bunny by these people that attribute dominance when they see the outward projections of money until something like this happens. Okay? Because your debt to income ratio is not respectable. It's not respectable. Okay? And because it's not, now your back's up against the wall. Now you feel the pressure. Okay? Because a crisis hit. You weren't preparing for a crisis. Okay? You don't have an emergency fund. Okay. You don't have anything in the bank. Okay. Guys, I was going to do a whole Robinhood video because for those that were prepared, okay, debt to income ratio was respectable. Now is the time to get in when the market is. I was going to go over my whole account. All right. But I have to anticipate that a tenth of y'all are going to click on that video. A tenth of y'all. It is what it is, though. I'm trying to work on y'all ever so lightly. Okay. Salud, Ra. I appreciate that comment, bro. Space with the $2 super chat. Let me also hurry up with the super chats as well. Eddie Murphy warned us about Bush Batch. Half Eddie. Salud, Space. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. The Beat Star says, the Beat Star with a $5 super chat. Salud, the Beat. I appreciate you. For the support, my G. I appreciate you. Okay. Shout out to Eric Bird. It's my first time seeing you, my G. Thank you so much for the $2 contribution. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Friggin' YouTube, just a side. YouTube takes 30% of all the super chats. I don't know if you guys knew that. They do. Shout out to YouTube. Okay. They have expanded into revenue generation models because there's some geniuses over there in Google. And my views on my YouTube page have gone up exponentially. And I think that a lot of that is due to there's a lot more people at home. So there's a lot higher opportunity for people to click and subscribe on a video. It is what it is, though. That's why I try to move a component of you guys over to Patreon. Shout out to Lord Commander, my G, Patreon supporter. Pandemic is over. They will start to act up again. I don't know if it's over, my G. I think if people go out right now, it's going to re-spark back up based off of how contagious this is. Now, I don't know if you guys have heard something else new that I have not. I don't watch the news. I think it's a waste of time. Okay, to a degree. I think you have to spot check what's going on. Okay. I don't think that it's over, though. Unless you're saying once the pandemic is over, they will start to act up again. Maybe. But it is what it is. I think, in times of prosperity, people are just, you see what I'm saying? They got that club, but at times of great pressure, you start to understand life is real. We were at the cusp of a 10-year bull run. 10 years. Crazy. Shout out to Gerard Pritchard again. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Best, worst hood booger experience ever. Oh, shit. Sheesh. You guys must not want me to react to this Abra and Preach video. Okay. You guys must not want that. Best, worst hood booger experience. Okay, Kyle says, let him starve. Let him starve. Salute to Gerard. Let me think real quick. I'm gonna tell you guys. God damn it, Gerard. I'm gonna tell you guys one story. I don't know why this just popped into my head. I don't know. I would have to really sit back and think about this and really go back, because a lot of those stories, I just push them in the back of my mind. Don't even think about them. Okay. There's one that just popped up into my mind, and I want to say that, and really, it really had nothing to do with that she was a hood booger, but let me just tell you the story. Okay. Let me just tell you the story. I don't even know why I'm telling you guys this. I was in my 20s. I want to say I was like 24-ish, right? So this is like 10 years. This is like a decade ago. It's like a decade ago. Okay. I was like 24, 25. No lie to you. My second car, I had a Cadillac. Okay. I had a Cadillac Eldorado 96. It had like 326 horsepower. I would keep that. I would keep it shiny. Okay. I would keep it shiny. You see what I'm saying? That was my baby right there. It gave me a lot of problems, and I'm getting rid of it. But a car I have today. Car that I still have today. I got rid of it. I want to say when I was like 26. Right. Anyway, I pull up to a spotlight in the particular city that I was living in. All right. I pull up to the stoplight. I look to the right, and this chick is looking at me. And I look to the right, and we start have a conversation. Now, we're at a stoplight. We come up to the now past the stoplight is like an intersection. Okay. And I see that she's choosing me, right? So I look back over, and she was in a terrible car. She was in like some beater. You know, it would be normally associated with what you might think that a hood booger might drive. That's the reason why this this conversation is coming up for me right now, right? So I'm talking to her, and like literally we're slowing down traffic, and she's yelling to me her number through the car, right through the windows. We're like slowing down traffic. I get the number. Okay. Text her. She ends up coming over. Okay. And I could just tell, I don't know what, like, you know, and this is before like I get the social media and look, see how they portray themselves. I don't know. I was a little bit more risky back then. She just comes over. I don't do it like this now. Okay. She just came straight over. It was no coffee. There was no date. She just came straight over. Okay. And you could just tell by the mannerisms, the tone, the hair, like everything. I'm just like, okay, this is going to be a one-time situation. Okay. I don't know if she got shot or what, but the situation transpired as you think that it would. Okay. I don't know if she took, like, she had a incision from the top to all the way down to the bottom. And I've never seen anything like that in first person. I didn't ask her about it, but it looked like to me, I don't know if she, it looked like to me, it was like, have you ever seen the, this story's taking way too long. Have you ever seen the, like, you know, during autopsies and they have like the cuts that go all the way down? She had like one of those. Needless to say, I did, like, that was it. After that, I was just like, yo, what happened here? What happened here? She was African-American. She was definitely African-American. War wounds. I was like, what is this? She was, it blew my mind. Okay. It was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot for me. Follow up, about 6 months later, I saw her walking somewhere with her boyfriend. They were holding hands. I didn't say a damn word. I didn't say a damn word. I just kept it trucking. I'm gonna keep on this portion of the street. Okay. Are some women in NYC humbling themselves? Shout out Eric for the $5 super chat. I'm not in NYC right now, bro. I'm in the Midwest. I'm from New York originally, but I'm in the Midwest right now. So that's for people in New York down in here to answer. Okay. You guys already see, I put some posts down in there as well. I'd love to see some data on the humbling, just to keep it a buck, you know, because I think that like a lot of these content creators can say all day that they are starting to do this, and people could say all day, you know, through anecdotal experience. I wish that there was a way to track this. Okay. I wish that there was. I wish that there was. I think times of crisis or need definitely would try to bring people together, but I think it could bring people together. Okay. Regardless. Okay. I think it could bring people together. A lot of women exercise their Second Amendment rights, just like men. You know, a lot of them do. Shout out to Menzie. I see you down in here. I had to unsubscribe from the Black Manosphere. Yeah. I feel you, Menzie. I feel you, Menzie. Let me go back down. I know I'm missing a lot of chats. Hold on. Shout out to Lord Commander. I sidelined my 401k in January. I knew. Shout out to the foresight. Shout out to the foresight, Lord Commander. Shout out to the foresight. Yeah, there's a lot going on. There was a lot going on at that time, and I was just like, I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Okay. I don't know what's happening. Shout out to Bliss. Hey, MTR at Wine Cup Talk today. I'm just listening. Oh, she's doing Wine Cup Talk. LOL Saturday best day. Salute to Bliss. Yeah, I got a little wine in here as well with a little bit of ice in it. Okay. Build your assets, your side hustles, and real investments. Facts. We're going to start talking about it. Okay. Not today, unless you guys want me to. Also invest in your skills, self-knowledge, and personal development, all aspects of life. Facts. Facts. Work on it. I'm shorting next week. S&P had dead cat bounce. Tuesday and Wednesday should be crimson red. Yeah, I paused as well, bro. I paused. I'm just waiting. Like a snake in the tall grass, just waiting. That lesson the hard way with crypto. I hopped in the cryptocurrency at end of 2017 when it was on a bull run. That's when Bitcoin was almost hit 20K. Okay, I went in there. 15 grand strong. Okay. Oh, that shit still gives me chills. I got it saved up. I'm waiting. We'll see what happens. Hopefully I didn't miss any of the super chats. You guys, you know what? I put a hotkey on my board. Hold on. Let me try this hotkey real quick because I have a hotkey that goes straight to the super chats. Let me just. Oh shit. Hold on. Let me just put this into my URL real quick. Just because I hate missing super chats, guys. You see what I'm saying? Hold on. Let me check the time on this video because y'all think that y'all slick. How long have I been doing this? Oh my God, an hour and a half. Y'all think that y'all slick. Okay. Oh shit, this is not working either. Hold up. Is this? Hold on. Give me a second. Wrong browser. My YouTube no longer works on Chrome. I don't know what the problem is. There we go. Matty Ghost, Lord Commander, Eric. Yeah, I got them all. Fantastic. Okay. Good men, relax. No. Okay. We're not. Shout out to Goodman. No, we're not. I got to get out of here. I got shit to do. A man's got needs. All right. I got to work on myself. I don't know if I'm going to get to this. You listen, guys, put a 1 down in the chat if you want me to go over the Abba and Preach video in order to round out this discussion with based on Adele, okay? And also to round out this discussion on gold diggers, okay? And then the post that I did, okay, I found it very abusive. It says, just so folks understand, I find it very abusive to put pressure on men to provide for us with a life we cannot afford to provide for ourselves as women. As much as women are not rehabilitation centers for badly raised men, men are not poverty eradication plans for lazy women. Hashtag equality. Facts. I think it'd be a good way to round it up. Listen, we got a bunch of ones down in there. What are the likes doing on the videos? Guys, make sure you're dropping likes down into the video. Please don't forget. Here we go. Ticker. Please don't forget. Please drop a like down into the chat. Drop a like. Okay. What's the other option? I can get into I could talk financial shit. I can get into my Robinhood account and I can give you guys a walkthrough. I can give you a walkthrough of where I'm at with it, whatever I've invested in, and then how to read all of the things. Guys, if you look down in the description box down below, I have a link to Robinhood, which is a fee-free stock trading and investment account. Okay. You can trade crypto up there. You can trade ETFs up there. You could trade a whole bunch of stuff. Okay. The thing is, if you sign up with my link, then you get a free stock and I get a free stock. Okay. If you're interested in that, times of calamity, okay, from an investment perspective, from a real estate perspective, can be a gift. Okay. You know why? Because things go on sale. Okay. Things go on sale during those times. Listen, I'm seeing a lot of ones down in here for Abba and Preach. So that's what we're going to do. Hold on. Let me just take a sip. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do Abba, but let me just take a quick commercial break and show you guys something that is fantastic. Okay. I put this in here before, but I'm just so excited about it. I want to show you guys again. I want to show you guys again. Oh, Oh, oh. Rick Ross grunt. Rick Ross grunt. You guys see that? You guys see that part of the masculinity? Okay. Links are not yet available. I'm going to be rolling it out soon. Okay. It's going to be a staged approach. I'm super excited about this. Okay. I'm super excited about this. That's what we were working on. That's what we were working on. Let me take this drop a like on the video out. Okay. Drop a like on that video. Okay. Do that. Yes, Menzie. Woo! Ric Flair noise. Woo! Okay. Okay. Woo! Let's talk about it. Yeah, I'm going to do Patreon first, Sam. I see you down in there. Shout out to Uncle Phineas. Show tip. I appreciate you. Good evening. $10 and above. You got to get the air horn. Thank you, Uncle Phineas. Appreciate the $10 super chat. Phineas coming in to the building. You see what I'm saying? Okay. I might do something tomorrow for the Robin Hood thing, just to give you guys a quick run through. Okay. Thank you again, Uncle Phineas. Okay. Wanted to show you guys that real quick. Coming soon. Let me show you something else. Let me make it real. Okay. We got different colors coming. Okay. We also have t-shirts. We also got the t-shirts. Different colors. Look at that red with the gold logo. Okay. Look at the black with the gold. Okay. Here's what I want to do for certain Patreon supporters is to also get special edition versions. Like that black hoodie with the gold logo, not currently up here, okay? Maybe a special edition. We'll see what happens. I want to roll it out to the Patreon first. We'll see. I want to make sure that they enjoy the quality, see if I have to make any changes, and then I want to roll it out to the main base, okay? I actually just ordered my own, and it's coming in the mail. Should be in here about a week or two, okay? But listen, I'm so excited. Shout out again to Timbot, the director. Hit him up if you guys need design needs. Now, let me get this off the screen. Okay. Oop, wrong button. Stop sharing. Here's what we're going to do. Okay. And then I'm going to end the stream, you savages. Okay. Then I got to get out of here. Share screen. Chrome tab. Shout out to my favorite YouTubers right now. They are killing the game. They are killing the game. Shout out to them. Much love and respect. Okay. Let's watch. If you're not familiar with them, go subscribe to them. I mean, they don't need my help. They are popping right now. Let's watch. Okay. Let's watch. And then we'll come back in and then we will talk about it.
Today's topic, Adele. Apparently, she's divorcing. She made hundreds of millions of dollars, and she's got to give half of her stuff to her ex-husband. So this was from the Flare.com. It smells like a receipt. So by Catherine Singh. Adele's rumored divorce settlement is not equality at work.
Y'all heard that? Adele's rumored divorce settlement is not equality. Okay. It's not equality. Let's continue.
There you go. Oh, right. Go on. Keep on going. This isn't what women meant when they demanded gender parity. In a global pandemic, not only are people spending more time on the garbage fire that is Twitter, but some of their opinions are becoming increasingly more problematic. Ooh, that word, problematic. Go on.
This is not what the article was about, right? Angry that Adele's rumored divorce, okay, is that much. And what she said was, this is not what we meant by equality. What? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So if it doesn't benefit you, then it's not equal. It's not equality, right? Okay. Okay. Let's move on. Let's continue.
On, brother. We're listening to you. So our girl Adele has earned some loot, and it would be nice if she could keep it, or at least not be forced to give more than half of it to her ex-husband. But TBH, to be honest, that's how you know it's a good article.
Oh, in capital letters.
Regardless of the details of Adele's divorce settlements, the whole most egregious part of this whole debacle has been the online response. Some men online are pretty stoked at the prospect of Adele handing $140 million to Kaneki, her ex-husband, tweeting that Kaneki deserves a large amount of money. And even more specifically, a whole lot of them are increasingly perplexed, arguing that isn't this equality when it comes to divorce settlements? What women wanted? And sorry, gents, but the answer is no.
Why?
And for several reasons.
You know who the richest woman in the world is?
No.
Jeff Bezos' ex. And you know how she got that rich? Divorced him. He had to give billions to her. And then what happened? Nobody said nothing to that? Yeah, girl power. Who runs the world? Girls. Who runs the world? Amazon. You didn't say nothing.
Shout out to Steve on the East Coast. Thank you, bro, for the $5 super chat. All the benefits without the accountability. Facts. Facts. Oh, now you know how it feels. Now you know why a dude like me is petrified of that business decision. Okay? Now you know, now you get it. Okay? What this equality has done, it has now made you empathetic. Okay? It has now made you empathetic to the situation. Right? And now it's unfair. Now it's unfair. Okay? Now because it's happened to one of you, it's not fair. Wow. Wow. Shout out to Mark B. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Mark's always coming down in here and showing love, support, and respect. Salute, Mark. I appreciate you, my G. A little late, just showing some love, my G. Appreciate the love, bro. Appreciate the love, bro. Let's get back in it. Let's get back in it.
About that, it just proves again what we were saying earlier.
What?
Well, the fact that you really want equality when it benefits you. SJW, they want equality when it benefits them. That's the equality thing. You didn't say nothing about that when it was the opposite. I don't know if I'm really happy because my girlfriend wins more money than me. So if I end it now, cha-ching! I don't know if that's what it is. It put a weird smile in my face. Put a smile on your face. Make the world a better place. I don't know why.
Okay. Firstly, a lot of people online are making comparisons between Adele's situation and that of Amazon's CEO, Jeff Bezos. Sounds like you.
Hey, they talk about me, brother.
Whose 2019 divorce from his wife, Mackenzie Bezos, made tabloid headlines. In finalizing their divorce, the former Miss Bezos was transferred 19.7 million shares of Amazon.com.
How many?
Value at $38.3 billion, and one that places Mackenzie as a 22nd on the Bloomberg Billionaires Index, a ranking of the world's 500 richest people. Well, this is a hefty amount, and at least on the surface, makes comparisons to Adele's situation seem more valid. It's important to note that Bezos still retains at a 12% stake, worth $114.8 billion. $38 billion is a drop in the bucket for Bezos.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
But perhaps what sets Adele and Bezos' situation most apart is that Mackenzie, who was married to Jeff Bezos for more than 25 years, played an early and integral role in Amazon's growth as the company's first employee, someone who's helped draft the company's initial business plan.
That matters, okay? Because, you know, far too often us dudes say the trope, and I said it on the stream as well. You wasn't with me shooting in the gym. Bezos' wife was. From the information that I read, she was with him during the foundation of the company. Okay. That's a lot different. Okay. But equality Equal. Shout out to Uncle Phineas as well. I saw your comment in there. I highlighted. Feminism is an insult to all the empowered females that got theirs the right way. Say it louder for the people in the back, Uncle. Say it louder. Let's get back in there.
I do think it's interesting that all of a sudden now this self-proclaimed woketivist wants to downplay Koneki's contribution to the marriage, you know, saying, well, unlike Jeff Bezos' wife, he didn't contribute. Whenever I've heard people justify the divorce settlements that men have to pay out to their wives, and people say, well, these women didn't contribute to those men's success, people say, well, women contribute in ways that you're not seeing at home, taking care of the family, emotional support. But all of a sudden, when it's a man in the same position as those women, his contribution is non-existent. These are your arguments. You used invisible contributions to decide that women did deserve 50% of what a man made despite never contributing. And now all of a sudden, when it's a man, behind every great woman is an idiot who writes articles for the Flair. What are you talking about? Behind every great woman, there's more women, because apparently men can't be behind you unless we. Plus,
for those that don't know, by the way, at least I know the one on the right. He's like a legit comedian. So yeah. These brothers are going in. Yeah, they're going in. They're going in. They're hilarious. I love their YouTube channel. I love their channel. I absolutely agree with it. You know, there's not often much of anything that they say that I don't agree with. Like, I feel like if I was in a conversation with them, we would just be like, yeah, right. And they'd be like, yeah, and like, you know, we'd just be, bouncing off of each other. Here's the thing. The same way that they're reading this article, this irrationally based article, is the same way that I read some of these comments on the ones where we talk about equality. Women should not support broken men, right, who come into a relationship broken and use them, just as much as a man should not support a lazy woman. Okay, that's equality. Okay. The ones who come in the front door, kicking the front door, waving the 4-4, shout out to Big, who lead with emotion, read that same exact sentence and just pick apart and set up straw arguments after logical fallacy after logical fallacy. It's mind-boggling to me. It's mind-boggling to me. You see what I'm saying? And it does nothing more than gaslight a conversation. And when I say gaslighting, their intention is to gaslight. So maybe that's not the right term, because I honestly feel like they're not trying to intentionally gaslight. I honestly just feel like that's how they feel based off of the perceived reality that they have constructed for themselves. It's mind-boggling to me. It's mind-boggling. Shout out to Miss Curl Fanatic. They're both comedians. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that, because I've seen the one on the right, he puts up like stand-up material of himself. I haven't seen the one on the left do that. You see what I'm saying? But let's get back in.
if we're talking about equality, what about the fact that even in Canada, women still earn 75 cents for every dollar earned by a man? The numbers are even more ghastly for Indigenous women, women of color. And listen, first off, why are you moving away from us talking about a white woman named Adele and trying to bring up Indigenous and all this other stuff? That has nothing to do with this. You just pulled a switch.
False equivalency.
Okay? We saw the whales, but the whales are not. No, let's stick to wolves. Let's stick to wolves. Okay? Talk about wolves. Let's talk about wolves. Okay. The big wolf. Is she still big?
I know she's not big no more.
She lost a lot of weight, right?
Why?
And she dropped the body positivity too, right?
Ooh.
Congratulations.
No, the body positivity dropped her. No, they did. They really did. They're mad about the fact that
She's not about that movement.
She lost a lot of weight.
Yeah, well, you know, I like thicker down, but it is what it is. Keep on going.
It's unfair. Women have historically been the financial weaker party, a position that stems from long ingrained gender roles that have women working in the home and out of the workforce for extended periods of time. Why does Adele have to compensate? We're not saying she has to compensate. We're saying that she has to do and then suffer what men have to suffer. That's equality.
Equality.
Right? If I do the same job as you should get paid the same amount as me. If I get divorced and I have to pay settlement, you should have to pay the same settlement if you're in the same circumstance as me, irrespective of what my gender is.
Thank you. Equality.
The logic is too much for them. The logic is too much for them. Argue against that. Shout out to Sam. Listen. Argue against that. Like intelligently. Argue against that. You can't. But shout out to Uncle Phineas. He says you could never win an argument. Say your point and move on. It is what it is. You see what I'm saying? My hope is that some can reach down into their logic bag and understand. Okay? Can understand. I think when more of this stuff starts to happen, shout out to Kyle. Yeah, he put in that work. Okay? He put in that work just the same way, you know what I'm saying, or similar to the same way that Anna Nicole Smith will put on that, had put on that billionaire. Just the same way as the bunnies at the Playboy Ranch put on the Hugh Hef. Listen, by the way, I found or someone might have sent it to me, an interview with Hugh Hefner and feminists from the 70s. And I was gonna play that I might do it on a live stream. It's a blast for the past, and I feel like it would be important to understand how we got here. How we got here. I think that'd be dope. You know what I'm saying? Margaret says I lose arguments with my boyfriend, but rarely. Yeah, when the logic is too much, you got to concede from time to time. You see what I'm saying? Shout out to Margaret, though. She reaches into her logic bag a lot. It's a lot different than those that come across that just don't get it, right? They just don't get it. They just don't get it. Okay. But I appreciate those that come on the channel and they seek to understand a different perspective. They seek to learn. Shout out to Pip. She stood up. For those that were here for the live stream last night, she stayed on the phone as I tried to school her for like an hour. Shout out to that conversation. That was a really fun conversation. She was trying to school me back as well. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? We're working on her. Okay. All right. Let's get back in there.
Seems counterproductive. Also, to be QH, to be quite honest. Oh, I don't know if I should keep reading this. Also,
they really wrote TBQH in capital letters.
Don't you think women have already had to put up with enough as an entire gender without Adele having to fork over 2/3 of her hard-earned money?
Pause. So what does that mean? That as a black woman, because I've put up with a lot of I don't have to. No, that's not how it works. If I want to make more money than my wife, she's taking half. No, that's not how any of this works.
I like that. She hasn't even brought up how men suffer in divorce settlements. All she's just says ahead is basically like, women suffer, so we shouldn't have to suffer here. How do you fix any?
Which is so illogical. So because women suffer, then this court decision is ludicrous. What? Oh, the logic. Shout out to Buggy Fitness. I see you in here, my G. It's so evident the women in the chat are simply trying to move men off center and worried that most men are becoming red pill and woke to the BS. As I look down into the chat, I'm not seeing a lot of women. I see Margaret down in there. It's hard to keep up, guys. And proceed with the content. I see Brit's college life down in there. This is why I like to open up the chat at the end of it. But guys, we're at 2 hours right now. You savages. I told you in the beginning, I can't do this for long. Okay. You guys love to keep me here. I get it though. I bang with you guys too. I like to be here, but I got an agenda. Shout out to Kyle yet again with the $5 super chat. He stuck with her at her worst, so now she is Adele light. He gets half. She lost all the weight. You know what I'm saying? He slept with her with all the weight. She lost that weight. So she's got to come up off that bag. Okay. Hashtag equality. Equality. Shout out to Kyle and Buggy yet again. Let's get back in there.
Anything like that.
Man in court has been suffering. So stop.
I would agree with you if you would have said, listen, divorce settlements are unfair and there's no reason that Adele should have to pay this. And I would agree with you. Nobody should have to pay these absurd divorce settlements that people are having to pay. But your argument is not that. Your argument is not that divorce settlements are unfair. You're saying that it's unfair to a woman who makes a lot more money and has to pay the exact same as a man. That's ridiculous. So
debate the logic. Anybody, please. Anybody who wants to debate the logic, please let me know. Put it down into the chat. Come on. Please. Anybody. Shout out to Buggy Fitness. I'm looking for my own Adele. As men, we need to win and play this game. If you marry a woman and making less than you, you are a beta. Only those making more. Are we missing some of this? Are we missing some of this? Only though you are beta, only those making more. I feel like we're missing some of that comment. We as men need to win and play this game. If you marry a woman making less than you, you are beta. I don't know if I agree, Buggy. I don't know if I agree. Oh, if you marry a woman, is that what you're trying to say? You are beta. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, I read that incorrectly. Okay. I read that incorrectly. Thanks for the time check, Nelly. And thank you, Buggy, for the $5 super chat. Thanks. 2 hours. Thank you, Nelly. We're going to let me finish this up.
dumb argument. She feels like it's unfair in this situation. You do realize that most of the time this goes in women's favor. And women propose 80% of all divorces. So how am I supposed to feel bad for this lady when they almost always win in these divorce settlements?
And this time was just fair.
That's it.
That was actually just fair. Here's the thing. When you want...
Let me just also... alimony is ridiculous. Or at least the alimony that I have seen where the divorce rape happens is ridiculous. And you're telling me you have to maintain that lifestyle up until you find someone else? It is the definition of ridiculous. And you're telling me that I have to sign up for that? You're telling me that I have to sign up for that in order for you to reach this highest level of validation? Okay. If you get a lawyer that's dope enough, mind you, I might have to pay for the lawyer. Now, a lot of the times I put up the smoke screens of why are you thinking about the end? Any investment, it is a business decision to get married. Any investment, you have to consider the exit. Listen, got something on my tongue, hair or something. Hold on, give me a second. In the business world, okay, when we want to buy something from another company, let's say like a business, a vendor, right? When you want to buy something from another situation, right? A product that another company has, and you want to use their services, like let's say, you always have to think about the exit strategy just in case, right? You sign contracts and this, that, and the third. Let me give you guys a very tangible example, okay? You get a lot of these software companies within corporate America, and they have this new latest and greatest awesome software that they, as a large company, you may not have the intellectual resources to develop what they have developed in the side company. So what do these large companies do? They buy the intellectual services or property from these smaller companies. Here's what they do, okay? They'll give you a price for the low. Lock you into some long contract, okay? Now, in order for make the software work, you have to give all of this data, all of this information that is proprietary for their system. Okay. Now, when the contract ends, now that you have all of these years, all of this investment, all of this, all of that, all this proprietary information that they own, the price 10x for the next contract. Now, think about the switching costs of that time. Okay. Now, if it goes up 10x, you have a hard decision. You have a hard decision of, shit, the cost of me of cutting off service from my user base, from my customer base versus paying this. I don't want to deal with that. The money doesn't make sense, but they move that goalpost. We talk about that on the channel all the time. Now that you have all this investment into it, they move the goalpost. Now the switching costs outweigh you staying in the situation. Okay. The goalpost changes. Okay. You come in making, let's say 2x of what someone else makes. Let's say that y'all hit it. Okay. Let's say that y'all hit it. Let's say that you hit it, right? You make a ton of extra money. Okay. Now, here's the problem that I have is that when you're in the court, they don't base anything that happened in that relationship, in that marriageship off of what happened. You don't know what actually happened. Okay. You don't know how much she actually contributed, except for like in the case of a Jeff Bezos where it was documented, her contributions. Okay. You don't know. So what it comes down to is he makes this, she makes this. It's a math equation. It's a math equation. You don't know how much in support she was to him during that time. So the state, being the middleman, cuts it up into a math equation. Okay. That's when the divorce rape happens. Shout out to Lord Commander. Thank you so much for the support, bro. We need that contract. I know they aren't ironclad, but any woman not willing, walk away. I think he's talking about a prenup. I'm married. We both to the table. We both bring something to the table. And made adult decision. And we both brought something to the table and made an adult decision, I think is what he's saying. Okay. I don't, shout out to Buggy Fitness as well. This is one of y'all men in the chat. Women in the chat are trying to move you off your center, testing you. I truly woke. I don't even know what's going on in the chat right now. It's so funny. We start off these chats and I start talking and you guys start talking about stuff happening in the chat. I'm like, what's happening? Okay. Shout out to Buggy, because one of Buggy's comment is if you get married, you're a beta. I don't believe in that. I think different strokes for different folks depending upon your goals in life. Okay. I think that there's a lot of content creators that just off of the strength of producing content based off of their opinion will tell you stuff like that. Okay. And I mean, it is what it is. It just is what it is. People have different goals in their life. Now, here's the thing. There's something cardinal to tying two people together that have children involved. Okay. Because you're forcing them to stay together, which is going to be better for the child. Okay. Which would be better for the child, right? Like a part of that business decision, I think you'd also have to consider the child. Okay. You also have to consider the children that you're thinking about creating or that you have already created. All right. It is what it is. Different strokes for different folks. Okay. Did I miss any of the super chats? Lord, I know that not ironclad, but anyway. Oh yeah, I read this one already. Hey, I mean, it is what it is. I think there needs to be an in-between spot. I think there needs to be a relationship. Then you get engaged, which still doesn't mean shit. And then a marriage ship, which is like a contract, like a basketball contract. Okay. Every couple of years you renew it. Okay. And then you can clean split based off of that renewal process. I think that would be pretty dope. As long as kids are not involved. It can get hairy if kids are involved. And then marriage, right? I feel like there should be an in-between step. Okay. I feel like there should be an in-between step. And maybe it is. Maybe I'm not as educated on it. Maybe they're like, people talk about, my marriage was dissolved. Maybe that's an in-between step. Maybe it is. Shout out to the good men. Mary J. Blige and Candace Parker going through the same thing too. Shout out. Yeah, I called out Mary J earlier just to make this topic race relatable. Shout out. Yes, I'm talking a year to year. You know what I'm saying? Make it less like a basketball contract and more like a football contract. You know what I mean? You blow up, I'm out of here. Okay? During this corona, you've increased your calorie intake by 1,500 per day. Okay? It's about an extra a pound or two per week. Okay? Why are you not working out? Okay? I'm out of here. All right? Is what it is. Let me get back down into the video.
Want to have equality is either two things. Either you see something that's unfair, like the court system, that we change the whole thing for everybody and we make it equal for everybody.
That's right.
Or equality would be that if it's unfair to you, you're in that same position, well, it's unfair to you too. And to everybody that's in that position, and that's unfair. What I mean by that is that if we want to be equal, we have to be like, you know what, instead of just men having to pay half, let's just really reevaluate how things are being redistributed. Or if you're in that position that you're paying more, you just pay more, which is what happened. That's equality.
I think this is good.
It's great.
I think this is great because
thank you.
As Adele goes through this and may have some hardships and may be upset by how much she has to pay, maybe she will be a spokesperson for a lot of the issues that men have been suffering for a long time. I think it's before ladies could only sympathize with some of their struggles, but now Adele's going to have the ability to empathize with some of her struggles because she's going to deal with it first.
It ain't got nothing to do against Adele. None.
No.
It's in the position that she's in.
Doesn't matter what if you're making $60K as a woman and your husband's making $20K and y'all get divorced, you should pay more. If you make $100 million, right, and your husband makes $10 an hour, okay, you should pay more. I don't care what gender. It's not about what's between your legs. Justice should be blind.
It's been like that, and you haven't said a word about that.
And the fact is, it's not been blind. And so in one instance where we see a little bit of parity, why are you upset when men were finally like, yeah, it's great?
It just shows you how you really feel about it.
Yeah. So instead of, mocking these, what you call problematic opinions, maybe you could celebrate men for fighting for the exact thing that you claim you've always wanted, which is gender parity.
It's not even the fact that whether it's a man or a woman, that's not what we want.
Yeah.
We don't want that.
Right.
We just really want the real equality.
Oh, she wants special treatment, We may have been making 75 cents on the dollar. So if women were making, $1.25 for every dollar a man makes, right? We've suffered. We deserve this. You don't want parity. Again, this is another one of those instances where it's clear that some people don't want equality. They want special privileges.
They want special privileges. They want benefit that's specific to them in their particular situation and don't want to have empathy for others in their particular situation. Let me see how much time is left on this video. Oh, it's not much else. Okay. It's not much else. Okay. Shout out to Buggy real quick. He put another $10 super chat. Buggy! No! I said if you get married to a woman who makes less than you, you are beta because it's a business decision with another person involved, the government. So I'd rather you marry one who makes same or more. Okay. I see what you're saying, Buggy. Here's the thing. Define beta. I want to hear your definition of beta. Right? It might be slightly different than mine. That's okay. There is no operational definition of beta versus alpha. Everyone has their own different interpretations. I want to, Bug, if you could write that down as well. I think it will enlighten the conversation if you add on your definition of what beta is, so we can inform the discussion going forward. Okay. Yo, you guys are down in here battling. Yo, Menzi, what's up? You got to make a playlist for commerce literacy for entrepreneurs. You got the sauce, my G. Thank you, Menzi. Appreciate you, my G. I know only 10% of us are going to click the link, my G. Yeah, it's unfortunate that so many don't appreciate that aspect. And it makes me also think of like when I get into my tirades about focusing on, how much time that you're developing your why, your meaning, your purpose. I feel like it goes off on so many deaf ears because so many people are just so interested in the dating and relationships. And, it is what it is. It's where we're at. But it's like if so many men would focus into what this aspect is and get solid in their literacy and financial education, how they should be spending their money. You see what I'm saying? I feel like it'll get you a lot farther to that end goal anyway, right? Get you a lot farther there anyway. Shout out to Menzie. Yeah, and this is facts as well. I hear a lot of women who make more than women don't want to marry men who make less than them. That is facts. That is complete and utter facts. That's because of the discussion that we talked about yesterday. Dominance hierarchies. Men look to the, women look to the left and to the right and up. Okay. Men look to the left and to the right and down, which is why when I hear Buggy say left and the right and the down, and that's a beta, I begin to understand his position and when he combines marriage in that. So according to Buggy, it's only alpha if you look to the left and right and down. If you end up not getting married, or at least it's beta if you get married doing that. Listen, so you are essentially calling all traditional men beta. I think that, so that's why I want to understand your definition of that, Buggy, of like what beta is, so I can more understand how you are interpreting that. All right, let's finish up this video.
That's it. That's all it comes down to. It's not that deep of a story. All right, well, listen, that's it for today's video. Tell us what you guys think in the comments below. Do you believe this is equality? And if not, you can just let us know why.
All right, so it's done. I'm gonna cut this off. Okay, I'm gonna cut this off. We lost Buggy, bro. Yeah, his internet connection, I feel like be going in and out from time to time. Okay, well, maybe he'll send me an email or something like that, and then we'll talk about it at a different day. Blake says, yo, if I'm making 100K, the girl is making 150, I did my damn job. Hey man, if you can find them like that, the thing is that the 150 ones are generally not the ones that, are the most visually appetizing from my experience. You see what I'm saying? It's the ones that are just, look at themselves in the mirror and say, I don't need as much education as her, right? Like I can stop right here, which is why, like I've said this from time to like I've said, maybe it's just amongst my friends and not like on a platform like this, but like, man, I think that there's a heavy correlation with how bad a chick is and the level of education that they get to. Okay. The ones that cannot rely on their looks, their beauty, right, or the visual aesthetics as much, they are more likely to not continue off in education because they are in the mindset that they're going to have to do it on their own, maybe into perpetuity. Okay. So that's the thing. That's the thing. Oh, Lord, MTR, what happened? Okay. Phineas says traditional male. Shout out to Phineas. Yeah, he wants that. Uncle Phineas ain't beta. That's my uncle right there. My YouTube uncle. Okay. For folks that are new down in the chat. 9/11, we missed you, baby. I might hop on the war zone after this, by the way. 9/11. If you can ping me if you are available. I wanna shoot some people in the face. Just for a little bit before I do what I need to do for the rest of the night. Jessica, you're lying. The black women don't have any power. What's going on in here? Yo, y'all be tripping. What's going on in here? Shout out to Buggy Fitness. Yes, beta has many meanings, but in this case, beta would be she sees you as a come up. Yeah, I agree. So the gold digger thing, yeah, I agree. And security when you divorce. Oh, when you divorce. Okay, yeah, when you divorce. But when she makes the same or more, you are good. But here's the thing, and I appreciate that $5 super chat yet again, Buggy. So let me bring it all around. Okay. Which one is it? Here it is. Bring it all around. on this concept of equality. Okay. We touched on it before, and essentially Ivan Preach's video was kind of the same. It was a much longer version of the post that I did. The shaming language, that was the article that she wrote for the video that they did was a shaming. It was a shaming article. It was a shaming article. They're not listening to you. Yeah, I figured that. It was a shaming article. Right? Now look back up here to round it all up. Equality. That's what you wanted. Okay. Okay. When we talk about this, we see it coming. Okay. We see it coming. Okay. We see it coming. Hashtag equality. And we don't want it. Okay. We don't want poverty eradication plans for lazy women. I understand that I might be a meal ticket. Okay. So I'm gonna do everything in my power to hedge that bet. Okay. All right, guys, listen. It's a good chat tonight. Shout out Patreon supporter who just hold up. Someone just edited their pledge to one of the highest tiers. I'm not sure if you want to get called out. I'm not sure if you want to get called out, brother. I won't say your because it's your first and your last name. You know who you are, okay? ES, I'll say that. I don't know if you want to get called out, but ES, thank you so much for upgrading to the Brothers in Arms Patreon subscription. You see what I'm saying? Appreciate you, my G. We'll be talking soon. At that level, that's when you get one-on-one conversations with me. Let's build, okay? Let's build. Let's talk about it, okay? Guys, what's going on in here? Okay, there's still 180 of y'all in here. I feel like, guys, as soon as I log off, the chat goes away. Okay, what are you guys doing? Okay, whoa, what's happening? Jessica, you're lying. The black women don't have any power. Jessica, you're lying. Did you double super chat, Kyle? Did you mean to do that? Did you mean to do that? Guys, I gotta go. I got shit to do. I got shit to do. Listen. I'll try to log on tomorrow. If not, oh, you were talking definition of alpha. Okay. Okay. Yes, Gabe, I'm about to leave. I gotta get out of here. I gotta be more. It's been 2.5 hours. I gotta be more finite with my time. Listen, trust me. I'd love to continue to go up here and talk shit with y'all. Trust me. I would love to. I gotta get out of here though. I gotta get out of here. Okay. I feel like there's a bunch of y'all that's still waiting down into the chat, make it just to see if I'm gonna follow through on my promise. Salute to all of y'all. Listen. Okay. Now I can't do call-ins, Buggy. Okay, next time. I gotta go. Okay. Yeah, Blue Key been here since 9. It's been a minute. Okay. No, Greg. No. I can't. Listen, how about the next stream? We take this particular subject, your definition of alpha versus beta versus sigma, and then we put it down into the chat. Okay. And then we do a call-in discussion. And I'm gonna sit back, I'm gonna facilitate. I'm going to make sure that shit don't get too obnoxious, and we'll have it from there. You see what I'm saying? Maybe that'll be tomorrow. I don't know. Okay? Got to get out of here. I appreciate each and every one of you. I appreciate the passion as well. Okay? Show me respect. Shower time. All right? So I appreciate each and every one of you. I appreciate you for coming through. I appreciate you for engaging in a conversation that pushes the culture forward. Okay. We focus on solutions over here, and you are part of that solution. I appreciate each and every one of you. Okay. Yeah. Maybe, Marcus. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. I think I'm going to do a bag thing tomorrow. Actually, the more that I think about it, I don't know. There's so much shit that we can talk about, but let's just continue the conversation. Okay. And then sometimes too, guys, make sure you put on post notifications for my community chat post, because I might do a survey like, yo, it's Friday Night Red Cup Talk. What topic should we do? Okay. So put on post notifications. Okay. Questions, comments, concerns. Y'all already know what to do. Mediocre tutorials and reviews at gmail.com. I got an Instagram as well. Feel free to add me on there and send me the Instagram videos that y'all see. Okay. Show me some respect. Should be the next hoodie. Shout out to Shaquille. Listen, y'all are like my whole marketing department. You are my whole advertising department. Y'all have some good goddamn ideas. Shit. Let me write that down. Also, too, I was thinking about rebranding the bag talk to green pill, the green pill. What do you guys think about that? Okay. They talk about this pill shit online. Gets a lot of traction. The green pill. You know, green. Money's green. Shout out to the bot factory. You see what I'm saying? He mentioned that to me as we were discussing like this design shit. Okay, people are starting to leave now. Good. Okay. He was like the green pill, because I was talking about financial, and I was like, wait, I see a bunch of nopes. Oh no, that's 2 nopes from the good men. Buggy says, no, please don't do the green pill. Okay, bag talk it is. I'll keep bag talk. Jesus, relax. Okay, somebody stop him. Salud. Keep me honest. Gabe's waiting for the slap. Gabe's waiting for the slap. You see what I'm saying? Gabe's waiting for the slap. All right, guys, listen again. Let me know. Send me emails. Let's get a conversation going. I appreciate each and every one of you. But for today, I'm out of here. Until next time, YouTube. Peace. All right, I get it. No green pill. Shout out. All right. Take care, y'all.